One of Scandinavia's all-time most acclaimed and greatest actors was born on April 10, 1929 in Lund, Sweden. Christened Carl Adolf von Sydow, he adopted the name Max after a 2-year stint while conscripted in the Swedish military shortly after World War II. A long and brilliant acting career that spanned over 130 films in 72 years started in the theatre. After being entranced by a showing of A Midsummer Night's Dream in Malmö, he decided to pursue his passion and formed a theatre company with some of his fellow students. Not many years later, he would make the leap into cinema in Alf Soyberg's 1949 film Only a Mother. He played the supporting character Nils, one of the protagonist's first love interests. Von Sydow's first showing on the big screen really showed off some of his defining characteristics. Standing at 6'4" tall, he was a dominant figure on screen, echoed by his deep, enveloping and commanding voice. Similar to fellow Swede Greta Garbo, he was a master of the close-up. Von Sydow could portray a range of complex emotions with little to no dialogue. This became his entire character when he played the Renter in 2011's Extremely Loud, Extremely Close, where he played an elderly man that chooses not to speak. He earned his second Academy Award nomination for this film. His first nomination came back in 1987's Pele the Conqueror. Although those performances will live long in the memory, Von Sydow will be best known for his work with the acclaimed director Ingmar Bergman. They appeared in 13 films together, starting with one world-renowned picture. In 1959's The Seventh Seal, he played a weary old knight that was still able to face down death in a game of chess. Some of his old theatre techniques came out as well, as he overemphasized some of his climactic lines.
I have so much to thank him for, I cannot tell. Years and years of work, and I would certainly not have been here today if I had not worked with him.
After his long stay in Swedish cinema, he was finally tempted to Hollywood by George Stevens for The Greatest Story Ever Told. Although that film wasn't a huge success, he would go on to great films such as The Exorcist, James Bond's Never Say Never Again, and Flash Gordon. Von Sydow's height, slim face, and deep European accent soon saw him typecast in America as a villain that died a lot.
My life is not for any earthling to give or take.
One more feature of Von Sydow's films is their religious themes. He is one of the few actors to have played the devil, Jesus, and a priest. He grew up in a strict Lutheran household, but became an agnostic in the 1970s. He would frequently discuss religion with his friend and colleague, Bergman.
I was searching too, and I was a great doubter when I was young at that time, and I remember we discussed, of course, religious matters very much between takes, and I remember at one time I said, well, this eternal life, I don't believe in this. We die and that's it. So, and he said, no, I promise you, you're wrong there. He said, you're wrong. No, I don't believe in that. You mean you will live somewhere after, you will go somewhere? Yes, he said, well, I don't believe. Well, I'll show you. When I'm gone, I'll tell you. I'll show you. So he will come back.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard from Bergman many times.
You have?
Well.
No, in spirit. You've heard from his spirit.
Yes, many times.
Tell me about it.
I can't.
Because it's personal? Because
well, it's, yes.
Are you worried about how people perceive it, or because it's too personal?
No. It's very complex and very, yes, of course, very personal.
Though he is Sweden's only male actor to ever get nominated for an Oscar, his reputation with his home nation has not been fully solid. In 2002, von Sydow renounced his Swedish citizenship so that he could become a citizen of his wife's nation, France, and has lived there for the last 2 decades of his life. Watching Max von Sydow's films, it is clear that he is the embodiment of gravitas. Although he has played normal people in films, his presence and figure is more suited to heroic, historic, and mythical characters. Max von Sydow died on March 8, 2020, with his final film, Echoes of the Past, coming out almost a year later. Many younger viewers will remember his turns in Star Wars, Game of Thrones, and The Elder Scrolls, but for many more, his legacy will endure as one of Scandinavia's finest actors.